Hi guys, Don here. I am in the background so that you can see on the camera what is just about to come up. There are 2.5 winds of filament on the spool, and then I will have to run a filament change. And what you are seeing that is being printed right now is the other half from this part. That part that will be placed on the back. And that is then the some kind of additional part that comes on once on the left-hand side of the Johnny 5 that I am making right now. This one had to be done with a lot of support because underneath there are 3 pins, I think. Yeah, there are 3 pins that come out, and that will be going into the holes right here, so that there is a secure joint. Now there's only 2 more spins on the roll. And everything is going fine. I already have the next roll of filament on my spool holder, so that all I have to do, as soon as the filament gets down to a point right around here, let's say when it's printing the infill, then I can pause print and change the filament. And then you can see exactly what happens. Somebody asked me about that. Yeah, how does that exactly happen? Well, the only thing I have to do is just wait to the point where the filament comes down, let's say to a point right around here where I can still grab it. And I go to SD card. On the Wanhao version 1, I'm not sure how it is on the version 2 and version 3. I think there is still the same type of configuration software there. And then all that you have to do is just go to the menu, SD card, and then you see during your print you have the possibility to press pause print or stop print. And of course, in this case, I want to pause print so that I can load in a new filament roll. Also, this is something that is then very good. For example, if you're printing some kind of a plate and then you have an object that comes on the plate that needs to be in a different color, all you have to do is just wait to the point to where it will start printing a different color, or you make a filament change code in your G code so that it will automatically pause. But because I do not exactly know how to do that, I rely on the pause print order that is in the printer right now, so that I can just say push the button. One more spin on the roll. But I must say I was really amazed. There was maybe 4 layers on this roll, and it has printed all of this that you can see right now. which is not much more than this, I think. And it is at 78%. So the only thing I have to do is just hold the filament up here, so that when it comes off the spool, nothing will happen. Might just take maybe 1 minute, and then I will have to make a change. And right now it is 12 o'clock at night. So that means I will be making a other video tomorrow where I can show you all the parts that I already have printed. And it looks like I will have luck again. For the filament change, it will be printing the infill after it does the outer lines. Right now I have it set for all of the Johnny parts with four outer lines. There you can see how the filament just snapped down. I wasn't paying attention. Four outer lines, 4 bottom layers, and 4 top layers. And I am printing at the speed of 45. The outer line will be printed at 22.5. Infill will be printed at 45. And Kira said this print would be done in 7 hours. This print has been running right now for 7 hours, and I think it's going to need another 2 hours before it's done. But as you can see, filament is just winding that little bit up here on top. I hope that this is okay. Last time I made a filament change, the filament was not so curled up like this. But let's just see what happens. But it has no problem pulling the filament in. As you can see, it is printing well. And I already have the next filament right here. Right now I can say I have 1.5 kilo silver PLA, which is finished and printed for the parts that I have already done. 1.5 kilo. And I have about, I would say, 300 grams of silver PLA. And then I will have to take a break until month's end. On the month end, I will be getting 2 rolls of silver PLA from Heinz 3D. 1 roll I have to pay for. The other roll is a roll that came back to them from some customers saying they have problems with that, which is hard to understand why. But the Thomas, he said, "Don, I'll keep this roll on the side for you. As soon as you order a roll of filament, I will send it in the same package with you, to you," which is okay. And right now, I am going to the SD card and say pause print. As you can see, it went up a little bit and went back. All I have to do is just pull out the old filament. This is all that's left. That's no problem. The nozzle is still hot. Everything is still hot. It will not cool down. It's only in a rest position. Then I just make a manual push through, make sure that filament, that there is enough there so that it can continue, as you can see. And then go back to SD card. SD card and continue print. And I was not paying attention, but that's no problem. As you can see, it's going over there. It is printing the rest of the infill. Yeah, I hope it will print the rest of the infill. That is so strange. It's not even finished here, and it's going over here and finishing this part. Sometimes that is really confusing what Cura for a program has when it is printing. So, as you can see, everything is perfect. And as you can see up there, there's enough on that roll to finish this project. Anyway, I would say that is all for now. I do wish you all happy printing. Until the next time.